I get this question a lot. What is this Weird Friday thing that I'm always talking about? So let's talk about it. So Weird Friday comes out of the idea of trying to foster creativity in my students, trying to foster an interest in things that are weird, things that are not what they would normally kind of like be interested in, and to hopefully send them down a rabbit hole of some sort of creative part of the world that's going to make them, I don't know, more creative and interesting and all that kind of stuff. So this came out of wanting to give kids really some sort of incentive on Friday so that like going into the weekend, we would do this kind of interesting thing. I would talk to them about something and then it just kind of built from there. I just didn't come up with a good name for it. So Weird Friday was what I started calling it and that just stuck and now it's just called Weird Friday. But it's absolutely one of the favorite parts of my students' week. So when they come in on Fridays, they're stoked to watch a Weird Friday video or to talk about something that's bizarre. And so I can either show these. So let me start here. Growing up, I was into totally normal stuff my whole life. It was like Phil Collins and Whitney Houston and I don't know, Huey Lewis and the News.
You like Huey Lewis and the News? Do you like Phil Collins?
Regular stuff that 80s kids grew up checking out. And then in high school, I was lucky enough to make friends that were really kind of weird dudes. That's the first time I ever saw someone get like a tattoo on their neck or dye their hair a different color or have long hair or all the things that kind of come up in the like punk rock skateboard scene in the late 80s, early 90s. It's also when I noticed, and I noticed this in my students, that like kids start to rebel even more. And they rebel with things that they can rebel with because there's not a whole lot they can actually do. They don't have a whole lot of actual power to really change the world, or so they don't think so yet. And so that's why in high school we dyed our hair and I had mohawks and I've had purple hair and green hair and blonde hair and pink hair, blue hair. That was a bad idea because it got all over my face. But it was me trying to exercise that muscle of like getting out of what was expected of me, getting out of this sense of like what was normal and trying new stuff. And it really sent me on a pathway to really just having a whole life of kind of being weird and trying new things and not being so tied to what people think, not caring so much what people think. And so as a way of doing that, I introduced Weird Friday. A Weird Friday is simply this. Every Friday, I show a video or we have a conversation about something that my students probably aren't either thinking about or something they didn't even know existed in the world. Now that could be any number of things. It could be people that create street art like wheat paste and graffiti art. It could be reverse graffiti. It could be folks that do guerrilla gardening and meaning they garden spaces in their cities or in their towns that have just been left for waste and are filled with trash, and instead they create them to beautiful gardens. It could have to do with the history of hip hop or rock and roll or jazz. You could introduce some new kind of poetry that doesn't really fit into your unit. You could show a particular TED talk that you thought was awesome, or something about the history of the world, or what lightning looks like when it's striking when you're in space. There's a lot of different ways you can do with this. And for me, it's not just stuff that I like, but stuff that I think the students would be interested in. Now, there's a few things that I really subscribe to when I'm doing Weird Friday. One, not everybody has to like it. This is one of those things that I'm not interested in the fact that everyone either likes it or doesn't like it. I'm literally looking for like 10% of the kids to be interested in whatever I'm showing, but maybe it plants a seed. Maybe it plants a seed that in 4 years from now or when they're in college, they hear something again about this. They remember that name, the name of that poet, or they remember the name of that artist, or they remember that entrepreneur that I showed them the TED talk about. And then that sends them down the rabbit hole then. So it doesn't have to happen now, but often when I show these things, it does send kids down a rabbit hole. It does make them look a little bit more deeply at the way that they were thinking before, how they might think differently, or kind of broaden their horizons. And my second hard and fast rule for this is that it cannot be worth a grade. Some things are just better as being magic. I like when students can show up into my room, there's magic suddenly infused into their life. Like maybe we've had times when someone was leaving our class to move somewhere else, or having a birthday, and we've surprised them at the door with a silly string.
I'm ready. Open the door. Are you crazy?
We've had time at the end of the class when there's those 2 minutes left, you're not sure what to do with, but you just finished the book and you're really excited about it, so we just have a dance party in class. We've had things like Cereal Day and a number of other things that are just fun. In a world where we're so tied into curriculum and we're tied into classroom management and testing, I think there should just be some time for fun in class still. Sometime when it's not worth the grade. Sometimes when you're learning something interesting just to learn something interesting. Because isn't that what we want for students anyway? We want them to become lifelong learners, but if we don't show them how to do that, if we don't push them in that direction and just make something fun to learn, then I think we're really doing a disservice to students. And so that's where Weird Friday comes from. And so this bulletin board behind me that you can see in all of my videos is a collage of a lot of the different things we talk about. And it's being currently overhauled because I've introduced a lot of new stuff, but it's hard to get color pictures in the school because I can't print them out anywhere. No one wants a black and white bulletin board. But this is here to serve as a reminder, because if your students are anything like mine, they forget next Monday what they just did on Friday. And so this is just up here to serve as a reminder of like all the things we've talked about, all the things we've discovered, all the things we've like sort of learned about in this Weird Friday sort of way. And so that's all that it is. If you have any ideas or you have any great videos or great things that my students could talk about or the rest of us could talk about in this community, please leave them in the comments below. I'd love to see what your ideas are. I use a lot of sites like StumbleUpon and just YouTube to find things in my own sort of efforts to just discover things new, but I'd love to hear from you, kind of what you all are watching and checking out as well. That's it, guys. Peace.